Play like a champion? Yes.
Yeah. We need one of those.
You're walking into the studio?
But we need a podcast like a champion in the same font that's just right over the doorway. And then we just,
every
hit
time?
it every time we go out.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Notre Dame.
Neither am I, but I think it's a cool tradition.
I think it's a little bit forced. Yeah.
You could do the "Thank God I'm a Yankee" one in the Yankees stadium.
You see now we're talking.
What am I gonna say? Thank God I'm a podcaster.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hey, man.
Thank God I'm Italian and not a pervert.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
Oh, actually, I want to speak about Steve Cohen a little bit. It's not really like super Mets related, but it's funny just to bring
I
up.
had some Mets points to talk about today. Too,
Oh yeah, I
so.
mean, why not? I mean, we're on the subject, but it would definitely take a lot of money, but I don't see why they wouldn't give it to him. But anyways, so did you see what Steve Cohen said about his?
I saw the tweet.
Yeah,
I saw the tweet. Yeah,
you saw the tweet. What are your thoughts on it? Oh, actually, well, you want to tell the crowd what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Unless you want me to pull it up.
Well, no, I had it because I quote tweeted it, or that was literally the first tweet I saw of the morning. Like when I woke up today to go to the gym, that was the very first thing I saw on my timeline, which is kind of weird because I don't get a lot of Mets stuff on my timeline. But hold on, no, it was not shocking to say the least, but it was very concerning if you're a Mets fan. So anyway, the tweet reads, this was at 9:09 a.m. Right, it's like, damn, how you tweeting at 9:09 like this? It's crazy.
Yeah, you woke up feeling like
you
that.
woke up feeling this saucy. But anyway, the tweet is: it's hard to understand how professional hitters can be this unproductive. The best teams have a more disciplined approach. The slugging and OPS numbers don't lie.
That's tough. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, it's just. It's like, all right. So here's the thing: if a player tweeted that, it would be like all hell blew over. You know what I mean? Like if a player
on the team,
if a player on the team says some shit like that.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
It's just like, or if matter of fact, let's flip the situation. If a player like that said something crazy about the ownership and management, they might be out the door, bro.
Well, it's funny you say that because what do you call it? Draymond Green said some kind of crazy things on the recent KD,
and we gonna get to that.
So I think it is funny, like, because he did say some crazy things, and I would love to see like what the ramifications of that are going to be in the coming few weeks or months.
Yeah, but it's also different basketball versus baseball. Think about how much power basketball players have in their respective sport than baseball players do. Like baseball players, you could be here today, going tomorrow, get released, and nobody ever think about you again.
Yeah.
Basketball, Draymond Green, they're not going to do that. Not to Draymond. Hey, there you go.
The hometown kid, Velasquez, coming through again.
Nice.
Yo, no funny. If I see this nigga in Dykeman, hookah's on me.
Nah, bro. I really saw Rugi at fucking Viva Toro the other night. And I was like, yo, Rugi.
Nah, you texted us that. I'm like, yo, they are at this was the day between the Field of Dreams and them being in Chicago. I'm like, how is he possibly there?
I said, hey, Rugi. I knew he was vaxxed, my brother. My son Rugi was outside. Nah, that shit was great. Nah, but yeah, if a player treated something like that at upper management, like you would have to believe that they would either face serious repercussions or they'd be out of there. Like there's nothing that wouldn't convince me of otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I do think it's a little bit crazy of Steve to just outright accuse his players of that and just basically call them out. Like that's kind of OD. I mean, maybe it'll light a fire up their ass, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the right way you go about it.
I mean, this is bad. Like, just you want your owner to be a fan of the team. Yes, you want them to talk highly of the team. You want them to be a fan like you, but you never want them to be dissing the team like this. And this, like, you never want this. He could think this and he can bring it up to his GM, his the manager, the players themselves in a closed door meeting. Yeah. This cannot be put on Twitter. Yeah. It can't be.
Nah, it can't be.
It cannot be because now you are publicly calling out the team, right? And basically saying like they're just inept. You can't do that. It's like just not on Twitter. If you want to do that in a closed door meeting and be like, yo, guys, y'all not coming through. Like I'm putting all this money into this thing. You know, we expected a better team. We were in first place. Now we're not. We're under 500 now. Fine, do that. Don't do that. Don't put that out there on Twitter because it makes you the bad guy. There's no way in the situation. Even though what he said is 100% correct, he's not the good guy in this situation. He's not.
Bro. And it looks even worse because the Mets have lost about 12 straight, and I think they're losing right now. Oh, they might have actually lost because there was an extra innings against the Giants.
The Giants, which is, I mean, they're in a brutal stretch right now. They have to play the Giants, Padres, and Dodgers.
No. So right now they're playing the Giants and the Dodgers in. Oh, they actually won. Good for them. Shout out to Kevin Pillar hitting a 3-run homer. All right, good for them. So they broke their 12 loss sweep.
Back to 500.
Yes, back to 500. Good for the Mets. But yeah, like they literally. It's Dodgers, Giants, Dodgers that they got 13 straight games against. That's not fair. Who the fuck wrote their schedule? Who pissed? Who pissed? Oh my goodness! Like that. Like this is crazy. Like, who pissed Rob from Manfred off that bad that the Mets got 13 straight games against the Giants and the Dodgers?
Bro, 15 games in 15 days, and the fact that they have to go from the West Coast back to the East Coast, back to the West Coast. That with no off days. That absolutely makes no sense.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. And I know there were Mets players that called it out as well. It was like, I think Syndergaard did that too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been rough for the Mets.
He said the league is out to get us.
Basically. But, you know, keeping with on the Mets, I know they lost I don't know if it was the first game of the series, but whatever the game Stroman pitched the other night, pitched 7 innings, 114 pitches, I think the most.
Nah, 104 3-run runs.
104 pitches.
104 pitches, 3-run runs.
3-run runs, right? Yep. Through 7 innings, which is a quality start. That's great.
More than a quality start.
That's great. And this dude on Newsday wrote, it was like Marcus Stroman last night. 7 innings, 104 pitches, 3 earned runs, 9 retweets, and something else, Twitter related, within 25 minutes of the game ending.
No, but did you see what's it called? Did you see the his interaction with the media after? Basically, he was saying like they were asking him questions and he kind of was just being deflective a lot. But I think it's because,
bro, I think it's. I tweeted this out earlier today, but I was like, I feel like there's a lot of white people in media that have no business doing the job that they do because they don't know how to interact with athletes, specifically black athletes. And I think it's the distrust that it's articles like that. When you have a headline, like the main part of the story was how the Mets fell below 500 and the ineptitude of the offense that night. Yeah. But if your headline is focusing on Marcus Stroman because he's tweeting after a game, are you kidding me? That's what makes players not trust the media and not want to give people answers.
And this is why Kyrie has his problems with the media. This is why Naomi Osaka has her problems with the media. It's just like it's like they ask us these questions in terms of like, why don't they want to talk to us? Why don't they want to get to know? Why don't they?
Maybe because you guys are on some bullshit every time. Like, is there any need to? You could talk about the Mets' ineptitude, right? Mm-hmm. The reason they lost is not because of Marcus Stroman. Marcus Stroman gave you 7 innings, 3 earned runs. Pete Alonso hit a 2-run homer in that game. The Mets lost 3-2. Okay, where are the other guys on the roster? Why aren't you calling them out, right? So because Stroman retweeted highlights of himself, which I don't know if you saw the play where he came off the mound and threw a laser to first.
Oh, I was watching it live. Yeah.
That was a phenomenal.
Off of a bunt. I can tell you 90% of the pitchers in the league are not making that play.
I'd say 95.
I'm going to tell you this. Wandy Peralta made that play, though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But, like, bro, so he's not allowed to, go back, shower off that win. Sorry, not the win. Shower off that game, right? Decompress, and then, dang, I kind of made a good play. You can't revel in that. He has to be. But I think that's the problem with fans and some media people is they expect athletes to live each game by basically yes, each game by game.
Yep.
So if you lose, you have to be as upset about that loss as I am the fan, because this is the only thing that matters in the present moment.
It's just kind of like a fucked up schematic. I don't think that athletes in general should be held hostage to media after post games. It's like, damn, like if a nigga don't want to talk, he just lost a game, then the nigga don't want to talk. Like they're on a 12-game losing streak, and he just pitched a really good game. Like say what you want, 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks is a really good game.
That is phenomenal.
Like that's a really good game. And the fact of the matter being that he's a little bit combative during the post game, and that he doesn't want to talk. It's just y'all gotta stop. Like at what point do y'all give it up? And like it sucks because a lot of times like the media basically wants you to praise them because they're the one that's writing the articles about you. Those are the ones that if you're trying to get into the Hall of Fame, those are the people that's voting for you, which is even a more fucked up kind of situation. So I don't know.
Yeah, the problem with media, right? And I can tell this as someone who's been on that side of it at in post games before and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Look, it's you come in there with an agenda, right? And that's just how media works. So if I go into a game or stuff, I have an agenda of like I want to write about this particular thing. Or this thing, like I think about the team, right? And I go into that, and I'm going to ask a specific question that's going to fit my narrative so I can write that story. Well, sorry, but some athletes are smart and can figure out that you're trying to get something and create a story that really isn't there. Or you're trying to make a bigger deal out of something that, shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. Look, if that's what you want to, if that's where you want to go, fine. But you have to also accept the repercussions of athletes not wanting to talk to you because they don't owe you stuff. And I think that's the problem when it comes to some media members. Is like they feel like, oh, I cover the team, all right, for this publication, so they owe me their time, they owe me this.
Bullshit.
Like, nigga, no,
it's nothing but bullshit, and that's just we shouldn't not. Well, I guess you could say we because we do this, but we shouldn't feel so entitled as media. Like these people are actually people, and that goes for everybody. That goes for Simone Biles. That goes for Osaka. That goes for Kyrie. That goes for all of these athletes that don't want to talk after. It's okay, and we should just accept that. It shouldn't be fines. It shouldn't be. And shout out to niggas like Marshawn Lynch. He straight up said, "Yo, I'm here so I don't get fined. Fuck it." Like, and that right there should tell you how fucked up it is that they got to talk to media after wins, after losses, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. To me, it just don't make no sense, but what really does?
That shit is hilarious. It should be hilarious. It's literally 15, 20 minutes after a game. You lose, right? Like, let's say off a buzzer beater. Oh, what are your emotions? What are you feeling after a loss?
It's like the
nigga, what? Like,
it's like the remember the Baylor and Yale game? The dude that after the game was like, what? Like, how did y'all let them out rebound y'all or some shit?
Oh, with Torian Prince. Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, so they go up, the ball goes up, you grab it with 2 hands, come down. That's a rebound. They got more than it's like media members ask absolutely stupid questions and
just to try and get a reaction out of you.
Just to get a reaction, and it sucks. And the problem is like a lot of the media members are not people of color, so it also makes the athletes that are people of color, predominantly black, hesitant or skeptical to really divulge a lot of information. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It is what it is, but media members got to do better. Unfortunately for the Mets, they have to do better too. I mean, they're still in it.
Yeah, I mean,
2.5, 3 games out. It's possible.
Yeah.
The Phillies are kind of shaky as well.
Yeah, but the Braves have won 12 of their last 14, so that's.
Let's say the Braves, I think, have the 4th best record since I think the All-Star break.
I think it's them and nice Rizzo, good job.
I believe it's Yankees have the best, then it's the Giants. And someone else. Oh, the Brewers. Brewers are also up there. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, this man is having a rough inning.
I'm telling you, man. Look at that Rizzo. It's like how do you keep Rizzo out of the lineup?
Yeah,
you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't, man. Another RBI, 2 RBIs right there.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. We getting this man out of here. I would really love to sweep Boston right now. I honestly, there'd be nothing. Us being, I think it was with 3-10 against Boston this year, or 6-10 against Boston. If we sweep Boston, I'll be so happy.
Dang,
nice.
Barely.
Just dinked it.
Man, Bobby Dahlback. I think he'd be killing me in MLB The Show. Holy shit.
Man, he tried to get in front of that.
That bro don't be hitting home runs against nobody except for me. Oh boy. But it is what it is for that. But with that, that's the end of the episode.
Bold.
Big
bold ending.
Bold ending. But you know what it is. That's how we do. Hey. All right. Well, now the official ending. This has been yet another episode of the Saratobi Sports Podcast, brought to you by Regrown Recordings. Regrown, grow your future.
Wow.
And
that was great.
No.
It was great, wasn't it?
That was great. That was fucking great.
Off the
I'm
dome.
taking a soundbite.
Hey, do it. Hey, look, do it. I don't care. That'd be great.
Run it up. No.
Run
No.
up
No. You better sell that shit. You better sell that shit.
Actually, no. Trademark it. No. It's trademark it. No.
No.
Trademark. Trademark.
But it was too late. The verbal contract has been sealed.
I don't consent. Oh boy, but yep. As always, this is the end. This isn't goodbye. Just see you later. Any final words, World Wide West?
No. All I want to do is touch these worldwide breaths.
There you go.
Indeed.
There it is.
Yes.
Matthew Barbas. Any last words?
Get vaccinated if you can.
There you go.
And
I like
just contribute to the world, contribute to those around you, love everybody,
There you go.
Wow.
and come to Regrown Recordings.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Look at that. But you know what?
Yeah, listen. That's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
You know nothing about that.
Damn right.
I like where you chimed in, Matt.
Damn right. And you know what? As always, nematodes are people too. Later, everybody.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold.